man, what is going on? We are back, black in the building. Shout out to everybody out there at the Core Plantation doing what they got to do to survive. You already know who I am, my boy. Gracious host, Warren G, the place beeping clowns like Breeze since 2003. Ain't no finessing me. Shout out to everybody out there, David. No Compromise, Shawnee, Erica, Florida the building, Philly in the building, James Youngblood, man. We gotta do a live, bro. Y'all gotta just hit me up, man, when y'all ready to do a live, man. I'll do it. I have a not so important but important topic to speak about. You know, and we're gonna talk about corporate tricking and treating. Let's do it, man. Let's get into it. This is gonna be a real quick one. Man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. I wanted to talk about our boy Zion Williamson. Now let's get into it real quick. Now, you see these young ladies are coming out and trying to assassinate his character and all that. I don't think those are real smart women. This is a $200 million brother. You're getting $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a whop. Whether you have a baby with him or not, you straight, you paid for it. But I don't think that's enough. And I think what's happening to our young individual brothers that, you know, man, they get a little taste of the money and then, you know, every girl pretending like they really love them. So they're falling for the okie dokes, of course. But, okay, even if he's tricking, okay, damn, he treating too. Motherfuckers is acting like Zion Williamson was giving these broads $1,000 and $500. I mean, this man is wiring $10,000, $20,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000, but that's never enough. And the reason why I put corporate on there because the NBA is a corporate entity. It's a job. It's a corporate entity and it's a job, and we have to understand that. And these kids don't understand that because they're not being educated because we're just looking at the money first. That's why John Moran's having all these issues that he's having. Sometimes it's about keeping it too real and not protecting what matters most, and that's your investment. You are the investment. I don't think Zion Williamson really understands that right now because he's young. So since he's so young, he lacks discernment. He don't know what's going on. And these sisters are very predatorial. Just like niggas are very predatorial. But it is up to us, this generation, to start teaching the generation that comes after us how to make moves and do things a certain way. Now, the NBA is, of course, going to protect their investment at all costs, but there's going to come a time, Zion, where you're not going to be their investment and they're going to move forward. And all that hundreds of millions of dollars will be going down the drain because as you get older, the value of who you are declines. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a car. It depreciates with value. Unless they're not making that car anymore and you have the last one, then maybe eventually your car will appreciate with value. But that's how you have to look at yourself. What did Jay-Z say? I'm a businessman. You got to look at yourself as a business and understand exactly what is going on. And those sisters that's doing that, I'm not going to get into all the details because to me, it ain't really about the details. It's about teaching other young black men, hey man, look, this is $1 billion nigga right here, and look at what they got him doing. Look at these women and what these women got him out here doing. You know? Look, the NBA is not only a corporation, it is a job, a high-paying job. So Zion Williamson has to understand that eventually people are not going to want to pay you because you're not doing your job correctly. So we can look on one side. I don't blame him for doing that. He's a young kid who has access to hundreds of millions of dollars. What kid wouldn't do that? If he ain't bought 1,000 pair of shoes and cars and clothes and shit, of course he gonna buy some women. And women, y'all need to stop acting like y'all not setting yourselves up to be drafted by an NBA player and be taken care of. Y'all know what y'all doing. It's on both sides. Women be trying to go into victim mode sometimes because they're not getting what they want. I'm not saying that men don't do it either, but a lot of times women, they have a tendency, I'm talking about those type of women. See, in church, if you go to church, they would call those type of women silly women. You know what I mean? Like silly women. Women just, you don't even understand what you're going on. You've been sending you hundreds of thousands of dollars. But you know why? Because women don't want hundreds of thousands of dollars anymore. Women want the clout. Women want the notoriety. You know, you have a lot of Amber Roses and Jocelyn Hernandez's and all these people that get so much notoriety. They don't really want the money. They want the money, but they want the fame more than the money. So we got to start educating our young black brothers on what it is. But we got to educate ourselves on it too, because we get enamored with money. We get around people with money. You know what I mean? With money. See, you say, oh, Warren, you saying all this other shit. See, this is the difference between me and a lot of people that know me. Like I said, I had a cousin that was, doing very well for himself, popular, had money. But I didn't break who the fuck I was. I didn't change who the fuck I was when I got around that motherfucker because he had money or more money than the average person would ever see in their life. I treated him exactly the same way I would have treated him if he didn't have any money. See, I didn't do what everybody else do and crowd around a motherfucker and be enamored. Why would I be enamored about somebody that I took under my wing and gave them clothes off my back and put money in their pocket? I could never be enamored by somebody like that. But a lot of us, we become enamored with the fame, the money, everything that goes along with it. We start to change our mentality and start overlooking the shit that motherfuckers do because of that. And I'm pretty sure Zion Williamson, a lot of people have overlooked exactly who he is and what he should be doing. See, he needs a black brother to go in there and question, where are you going? What are you doing? What's your life look like after the NBA? Nobody's really questioning him because he's living in the moment. But eventually these contracts, look, let me tell you something about the NBA. The NBA is more like a corporate plantation than anything else. They don't allow players to just stay in the NBA for 10, 15 years and collect hundreds of millions of dollars anymore. Now they getting your ass about the paint. They didn't gave you $150 million once. They not doing that shit no more, especially if you're not showing and proving who the fuck you are. That's why you're going to see a lot of NBA players that were good, now they're has-beens, and now you're going to see them if they didn't say they money, they coaching. You know what I mean? Or you know what I'm saying? They trying to be an assistant coach or something like that because they didn't do the right things with their money. I'm not here to say he should be tricking and all that, because I'm not here to tell a young black millionaire what he should be doing with his money. I'm here to show and prove that there's two sides to the situation and different perspectives. And whether he's tricking his money or off, he's still treating these women, and these women just want fame. So they would be more vulturistic or a vulture-like mentality and predatorial than anything of just being humble and being like, damn, this guy's taking a liking to me. I may not like him, but shit, he's giving me hundreds of thousands of dollars where I ain't got to go to work. See, it's not even about going to work anymore. It's more about the clout. That's the new currency, clout, to me. Because if it wasn't about clout, these women wouldn't be coming out trying to throw Zion under the bus and do all this other shit. At the end of the day, he's a young black man. He's young. He needs to be in a mentorship program where he can be mentored the right way and taught how to use what we like to call discernment, so he can make better decisions. And these women, like I said, silly women. Some women come from good homes and they're just evil, straight up, and devious. Some men come from good homes and they just straight evil and devious. But what I'm saying is, whether you come from a good home or not, you cannot claim victimhood when you have predatorial issues, where you're being predatorial. And I get it, because men are predatorial. But women have to understand, man, them kids, you only got them for 18. After that, you don't collect no more child support. Then if the nigga sprouts out and becomes a billionaire after your kid turn 18 and he don't want to do that, like, we have to stop using children as pawns in a Ponzi scheme. Like, oh, okay, I really love this kid, but I need $150,000 a month. You don't need no goddamn $150,000 a month to take care of no kid. But I feel like a lot of the times we use these kids as tools to gain fame, fortune, blackmail, make a baby father feel guilty, do all these unnecessary things. And in our community, in our culture, we don't need to do that. We can have simple conversations. That's all I'm saying. It's about changing the narrative. I hope someone sits down and talks to Zion and has a very in-depth conversation about things that he should be working on and things he should be doing. And those sisters, I hope they understand, look, you didn't have to come out and start putting the man on blast. He was very generous. He was overpaying. I mean, that's why I can't even really be mad at him, because it wasn't like he wasn't paying. He was paying, and it ain't tricking. He had the money. So he's giving them the money. So I don't understand what the issue is. You're like, oh, well, he shouldn't be doing that. You know what? He probably shouldn't be tricking. But this is a young black man, raging hormones, and you done gave him hundreds of millions of dollars. What the hell y'all think these kids gonna do? What would you do at your job if your job said, okay, we're not gonna pay you $50,000 a year. Based on your potential, we're gonna pay you $150,000 a year. Nigga, you'll lose your fucking mind. You will lose your fucking mind. Nigga, you buying the first goddamn Audi A8 or Benz or Beamer. You feel me? Or you getting a Range Rover. Oh, you got to go get you a fresh ass crib to let niggas know that you making that $150,000. Like, you have to look at it from your perspective too. I wish jobs did pay you based off potential, but jobs don't do that. They pay you based off the work you put in. Maybe the NBA might change it, maybe they not. I know that, as a basketball player, Williamson ain't played worth a damn. And a lot of these NBA players are stealing money. But hey, guess what? Somebody stole this landmass that we call the United States of America Incorporated, and they ain't paid back a goddamn thing. So I'm not mad at these niggas for stealing money. I just don't view it as, oh man, he tricked, whatever. Okay, he tricked off, but hey man, he paid what he should have paid. You know what I'm saying? I just think now you're starting to see who really is clout chasing and who really is just want the money. No, some people just want the money and the clout. They want both. You know what I mean? I think to me, it's all about perspectives, and everybody's perspective is differently. I don't trip off stuff like that. This is corporate America. You work a job, you get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what do you do from there? That's my question to everybody. Okay, all right, now he done tricked, he got busted. Okay, so where are you supposed to go from there? I would suggest he just work on his game and concentrate on what he needs to do to better himself as an individual. You know what I mean? Because what else is he supposed to do? Come out and apologize? Then that's his personal business. You chose wrong, but you didn't pay wrong. You overpaid. Those sisters should be thankful. This nigga was cutting checks for $50,000. Like, that's why I'm tripping. I'm still tripping. Like, wow. Then everybody's like, oh my God, that's no wonder he's not working. What do y'all think a kid is gonna do at his age with hundreds of millions of dollars at his disposal? He ain't worried about no damn basketball. He gonna eat McDonald's, and Jack in the Box, and In-N-Out, and play video games, and fuck hoes. What y'all think he gonna do? Niggas just mad that they ain't doing that. That's why you look at Scottie Pippen. You look at Scottie Pippen's whole situation. It seems like the more he talks shit about Jordan, the more he gets slapped down, period. Talk all this shit about Jordan, now his son fucking your bitch. You still talking shit about Jordan, now your ex-bitch is getting half your pension. I mean, Scottie Pippen gonna look up and he gonna be working at a corporate plantation like me. You feel what I'm saying? It's like sometimes people just don't want to stay in their lane and just, like I said, you talking all this shit about Jordan. Jordan's up $4 billion, nigga, and you're not. So I don't even know why you even worried about Jordan. Sometimes people just need to stay in their lane. I'm not tripping off Zion Williamson doing that. I know you like, oh, that's what you get. No, nigga. It would be very hard for a black man ages 25 to 60 if you gave them hundreds of millions of dollars and they not tricking their money off. You have to be very disciplined not to do that. Even the best of the best will trick off their money. So I don't know why niggas looking at him like, man, look. All I'm saying is I hope he learns from this. I hope he moves aside to move ahead, and I hope he gains more power in having discernment so he can make better judgment in the future, so he's not having a bunch of kids all over the place, because at the end of the day, the NBA will suck you in, and then when they can no longer use you, they will spit you out and you'll be a broke nigga. So let's just hope he makes better decisions in the future. Hey man, that's my time. You already know what it is, you know what it ain't. Go check out that Zion Williamson story and let me know what y'all think. Guilty, nigga. I'm out. Peace.